Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So today we got more to talk about. Several key things that can make Bitcoin make moves. Huge moves. Not just upwards moves. Maybe even downward moves. And they are huge. So let's talk about everything that's happening today and possibly later this week. $16 billion from FTX is set to be distributed starting today. 16 billion in stables will be distributed starting today. Doesn't mean all 16 billion is going to be distributed today, but it will start today. I mean, it does kind of suck because these are according to 2022 prices. So if you had one Bitcoin, you will only get 18,000. You're not going to get 96,000. If you had one Solana, you're going to get $15. So it does suck, but it puts things into perspective. People that are saying it's a bear market, it's crypto winter. I don't think you've been through crypto winter unless you lived through a 18K Bitcoin or a $15 Sol. Yesterday, someone was calling that, well, live through that first or live through Bitcoin falling to 4,000 and live through Ethereum hitting $80. Then you'll understand what a bear market is. But nevertheless, there will be $16 billion worth of stables that will be distributed. So most people that get this, I'm assuming, is going to buy more crypto, right? I don't think most people that are getting their stables are going to just cash out. I mean, there's a possibility, but I do think a lot of people will be buying more crypto with it. So that is a big cash injection. Very, very, very big. ETFs, of course, have been a big cash injection for Bitcoin at least. For Ethereum, not so much. And MicroStrategy is a big cash injection to Bitcoin. And this is interesting. You have the California State Teachers Retirement System that reported they have $83 million of MicroStrategy holdings. And the states themselves have close to $400 million. And then you have all these other like state-related agencies that have more. So again, if you understand, you understand. If you can't buy Bitcoin, okay, holding MicroStrategy shares could be even better. It has outperformed Bitcoin, to be honest. Just not recently, but over the last few years it has. So next best thing, I guess. Something else that people don't think about with Bitcoin is this. California obviously recently has had its troubles with the fires, with the blackouts, lack of water, all these things, right? But Texas, has gotten a lot better with its grid due to Bitcoin mining. Look at this headline. Bitcoin mining helps save Texans $18 billion. It's because with all the revenue from the Bitcoin mining, right, the infrastructure has been upgraded and it has made everything better, right? So that's why there are certain states that love Bitcoin miners. They give a lot of incentives, tax breaks for mining companies to come in because the states know they're going to collect a whole bunch of revenue from these miners and they could use that to improve the grid tremendously. And then overall, that helps everyone, right? So states like California could learn a thing or two. And not just California, every state. And if Trump makes it just the entire country becomes very, very pro mining, that would be even better. Even better. All right. So now to a couple scenarios here. From a TA perspective, so, Bitcoin's kind of in this bullish pennant right now, right? So the next step of a bullish pennant usually is to the upside. So we get like a big pump to the next leg up. And I've covered this many, many, many times. But yesterday I covered one chart that showed a scenario where Bitcoin went downwards to the 70s. And yesterday, last night, I'm like, I don't quite get why anyone think we are going down to the 70s before we start going upwards. Now I found another chart that supports it. And the reason being is that stupid CME gap. We always had these CME gaps that somehow, one way or another, we fill. I don't think all of them have been filled, but quite often we just fill them. So I guess that is a reason why out of this pennant, there is a chance that we don't break upwards right away, that we could actually break downwards before we break upwards again. And if that's the case, if there is a gap that we need to fill, it's in the low 80s, high 70s. Just to present a scenario to you guys. For me, I still think this is a very, very low chance, okay, of happening. But you know what? I'll present it just so you guys could see both sides of the picture. If this happens, this is a big, 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 huge buying opportunity, right? But you got to make sure you got to have dry powder or cash on the side to take advantage. That's why I've been saying, no matter what, wherever Bitcoin is, you got to have that 20, 25, 30% cash. And if this scenario did happen, man, that would come very, very handy, right? But if it didn't, okay. As long as you know, just hodl. But again, what are the chances of that? I think the bullish pennant will show us going higher, but you know what? We'll see. We'll see. All right, last thing is this. Obviously, this whole thing has become has gone out of hand. This Argentina's president, Javier Milei, who tweeted out his meme coin, and he retweeted it. It pumped up to the moon. It came back down. But if that was the end of it, okay. But it wasn't. Insider wallets took out $100 million. Okay, so it's not like the Trump coin. Trump coin, yes, Trump tweeted it. But as of right now, you don't have any insider wallets selling off like $100 million, right? At least that hasn't happened yet, or no one detected it. In this case, it happened immediately. It was very, very detectable. So obviously people did not like it. They're calling for impeachment and they want to sue him and all this stuff. So that's still ongoing. It brought a lot of FUD to Solana, also to Jupiter and Meteora and all this stuff. So Meteora is co-founded by Jupiter, and Meteora's co-founder resigned now because he was referring this meme coin, Libra, and other meme coins to this guy, Hayden Davis, that's been sniping a whole bunch of them and making huge profits and dumping on the market. So, you got this whole weird thing going on between Hayden and this Ben Chow and Jupiter and Solana and Argentina, and all this is all like coming together. This is why everything is looking so weak for Solana right now. But yeah, it's unfortunate how this president kind of just like screwed everything.